We're in Gulf Shores at Whispering Pines West, but we're going to give you a tour of both sides. So we're going to start at Whispering Pines East, gateway to the Gulf. Let's go take a look. This is the clubhouse on the east and swimming pool. You got a very nice new playground. Mailboxes over here to the left. But walking in to the clubhouse, they've got washers and dryers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of washers and dryers. Big folding table. Is $1.50 to wash and $1 to dry. We'll check out the men's restroom. These are nice. All tiled, all new, and all clean. Showers, got a handicap shower. Showers are nice. Everything is nice and clean. Let's go check out the pool. They have a nice big kitchen area with foosball. I guess you can rent this. And here is the swimming pool area. It is 3 foot on each end, 4 foot 6 inches in the middle. Has shelves for sitting inside the water if you want to, and plenty of space around on the outside. Campsites have a lot of green. You can rent, you can own, so let's take a look. This one even has a fire pit. Tables. There's some good green space. Some of these people live here, and some of them are just here renting. Some people own the campsites but rent them out. And so as we're going down here, you can see how fairly level they are. This one's nice, has its own greenhouse type thing, or screened in house. Some of them have their own buildings at the back. Big rig compatible, a lot of big Montanas in here. And now we're gonna swing around the cul-de-sac. At the end of the cul-de-sac, down this little gravel piece, there is a nice dog park. This is a nice big fenced-in dog park. Poop bags are provided. And across the fence is the west side. We'll go check that out in a minute. But Susan's back there waiting on me. There is a dumpster here at the end as well. That's what's behind that fence. Let's go take a look at the other side on the way out. We left the dog park back at the cul-de-sac, and we're gonna slide around, take a look at the rest of these. Again, these are pretty deep. That Montana is probably the length of ours, about 43. There's plenty of room to park. You can rent these, and some of them are even for sale with owner financing. Just got a lot of space in between these two campsites. Looks like that's a water reservoir. And then we've got sites here. I'll have to check. I think there are only 24, I believe. Oh, there's number 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I guess there are 29 on this side and quite a bit more on the other. So that is all of Whispering Pine East, and we are going to pull out here on County Road 8. Nobody's coming, but it's just straight down a little piece, and we'll pull into Whispering Pines West. This is the east side, and yes, I was correct, there are 29 sites. Now we're going to move over and take a look at the west side. Total of 93 sites on the west side. We are staying in 38 west, and the yellow ones are ones that are for sale. Now let's take a look at Whispering Pines West, and the mailboxes are right over here. We've got mailboxes here. There's another row on the back side for a total of all of them. Susan's already gone over to the clubhouse and pool, so let's go take a look. As you pull in, we've got a lot of sights, but right here to the left, we'll go to the clubhouse first and take a look at the swimming pool. You do have a dog walk place here. There is a fenced one elsewhere, and Susan's waiting on me. This clubhouse area does not have a gate to get into it, only into the pool. And we've got laundry here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of washers and dryers, a giant folding table, and nice and clean. Same thing, $1.50 to wash, $1 to rinse. Somebody's washing, I hear it going, and there's their laundry basket. We're going to head into the men's restroom. There is a code to get in. Lights automatically come on, very similar to the other one. You got 3 sinks, handicap stall. You've got 3 showers. Here's a giant handicap shower, all nice and clean. This one does not have a shower curtain on it for some reason, but they're all nice and clean. And I'll let Susan show you the women's restroom.
We're headed into the women's restrooms. They're very clean. Of course, here's the stalls. But these restrooms are really, really nice. They have 1, 2, 3. This one is a handicapped. They have 3 shower stalls, place to hang your clothes or bag or whatever. The showers are really nice as well. Good size. This is the handicapped shower. It's really big, lots of space. Here's the sink area. 3 sinks with soap, paper towels. Really, really nice restroom, really clean.
This one has a kitchen area as well. Looks like they've got a bulletin board of things that are going on. Tables, chairs, there's refrigerator, food, TV. And let's go take a look at the pool. This pool, I think, is a little bit nicer. It has tables with umbrellas. It's got kids' tables. It's got some floats over here, garbage cans. But they've got picnic tables, or tables with umbrellas. You've got your lounges. This is one of those zero entry, whatever it's called. Somebody put it in the comments. But you just walk down in at a gradual slope. It only goes to 1 foot here, 2 foot, 3 foot is the max depth, so no diving. But there is bench seating here and on the other side, so you can just sit down and enjoy the wet. It does go up to 4 foot here by the ladder, but then you've got 8 inches to 6 inches, so you've got a kid place as well. You've also got more seating back here. On the outside of the pool area, you've got a playground for the kiddos and some benches for the parents or grandparents to sit around while their kids are playing. There's another bench or 2 on the other side. So this is a pretty place. Oddly, the entrance is right here, but site number 1 begins at the back, so we're going to go start you off at number 1. Oh, actually I read the map upside down. We came in up here. Number 1 is right there, so we're going to make the loop. You've got dumpsters here. Let's go check out 1, 2, 3. And you can see that there are a lot of big rigs in here. So this is site number 1, and we'll just go around the outside. Some pretty rigs in here. All of them on concrete pads. All of them have 30-50 sewer and water. So you've got everything you need. You've got pull-throughs here. These are back ends on the outside. The middle sections are pull-throughs. So here is 8 and 9. 8's a little short. The pull-through sights, 26, 25, these are super long. That's like what we have. Here's 11. 12 is actually for sale by owner, and there are a number of them that have owner financing. Here's 13, 14. There's a big Montana. 15, they have their own cabana, maybe a hot tub underneath it, I'm not sure. So this takes you around to 19. We'll just go up through the center, because this is 46, 44, counting down, where this is 20, 21, 22, and it continues to go up. So you got 22 on up on the left side. These are the giant pull-throughs. We are in 38 right here with all the stuff out, and we'll just continue on around. It's very similar. Got a little construction going on. They're putting in some concrete pads for some picnic tables on 2 sites. Back around to the dumpsters, and we'll just go right down through the middle. Again, you got 32 through 40 on the right side. This is 62, 61, 60. These are going down, but they are some big campsites, mostly level. I've seen a couple of places where people had to do a lot of leveling up, but most of them are good and flat. I even put a level down on the concrete pad where the camper was sitting, and it was level right to left and front to back. So all of these centers, well, these are back ends backed up to each other. These in the next row over are pull-throughs, and cost for the pull-through wasn't any more than a back end site, so I just took a pull-through. You've got another dog walking station over here on the green grass, but you also do have a dog park on the west side as well. So here's your animal playground. Pretty decent size. Let the dogs run and play. A bench for the owners to sit, and you've got poop bags and a garbage can for them right here. Campsite seems to have individual meters. They're set up in bundles, but there are individual meters, so I guess the owner pays for the electricity. Of course, if you're camping, I'm sure it's figured in, but each owner would be responsible for the meters. At the edge of the dog park, we are at campsite 79, so that's going to take us on up to 93, straight up this road. Some of the pads are a little shorter than others, but most of them, as I said, are very long. They've got a little hut back behind theirs. This is 82, and this must be owned, both of these must be owned by the same person, because they've got it blocked off. So that is their gear. This one is for sale by owner, where this Coleman is. A bunch of big rigs. Big River Ranch, other Montana, Durangos. We've got a giant Forest River Salem sitting here, but that was 90. This is 91, 92, and 93 ends up here at the backside of, or at the side of the swimming pool and the clubhouse. Susan's been helping me with the tour, and we're going to head back to our campsite. It's a sad day when you got to start packing up. This is our last day. We just got back from the beach. We're trying to get things packed up so that we can head out early in the morning. Ice chests, e-bikes, paddle boards, all back on the tray. Ralph Mann, Man's Outdoors. We spent 6 days here. It's been great. very quiet here at Whispering Pines in Gulf Shores, Alabama. It's 4 or 5 miles from the beach, which wasn't bad, and it's not as close as Luxury RV. Check out that video. I'll try and link it down below. But this is very quiet and very peaceful and very large, which is surprising when you add those together. We'll be pulling out in the morning. Well, we have had a great time in Gulf Shores, Alabama. We're at Whispering Pines West. Our site number was 38, and unfortunately we've put everything up. It's time to go home. Found anything helpful? I hope that the tour gave you some ideas, some good pull-throughs. There's some great back ends, and most of them are level. Till next time, God bless. If you liked it, hit us a thumbs up, hit that notification bell. You'll find out where we go next. We're headed out in 2 weeks. Stay tuned. Ralph Mann, Man's Outdoors. We're back home safely, and we will be heading out again in a couple of weeks. So hit that like, subscribe, and be sure and hit the notification bell. See where we end up next. We're headed to Arkansas. We're also headed to Texas and then to Louisiana, all on the same trip. God bless.